And tonight, man, we're going to talk about some entertainment type stuff tonight, guys. We're going to talk entertainment. Excuse me if I don't see your comments because I am driving. And when I come to a stop sign, stop light or something like that, I'll read the comments. But until then, I'm just going to be talking and driving. So I won't get to really look at you guys or look at the comments. You know what I'm saying? So just know that while I'm driving, I won't be able to read your comments. So do make your comments when we start talking about what we're talking about. Leave your comments, and please hit the notification bell, give a thumbs up, and share the live. All right, you guys, make sure you share the live. It's almost 7 o'clock, man, so we chatting, we talking, we riding. Okay, all right. Anyway, man, I wanted to talk about the entertainment industry for a little bit. So I know we probably gonna get some rappers or some singers and stuff like that in the chat, or people who really has or really want to give their take in on this situation. But first, I want to talk about Diddy. Guys, listen. First and foremost, right now, Diddy is in jail. He's locked away. And person after person, people after people are coming up with lawsuits from Diddy. People after people coming with lawsuits from P. Diddy. And while he's in jail, his team is steadily either settling these lawsuits behind closed doors, or they're fighting the ones that they know for sure that ain't true. But no matter what, his name is tainted, man. It's tainted, and it's been tainted ever since the Me Too got a hold of that tape when he put his hands on Cassie. We had a stop sign right now, so I can look at you guys. But anyway, ever since he put his hands on Cassie and that tape came out, which Cassie's people actually went to the hotel and got that tape, but they say it's because of the liquor company. The liquor company got this. No, the liquor company teamed up with Cassie. But anyway, if Diddy, after abusing Cassie, after doing what he did to her, when she asked for 50 million or 40, whatever she asked for, if he would have gave it to her undisclosed, behind closed doors, the Me Too movement people wouldn't have gotten a hold of that tape like they did. And they probably would have, but not so soon, and he wouldn't be in as much trouble as he is right now. Because it's not that Cassie sued him is why he's in so much trouble and have so many people suing him. It's because he paid her so fast. Like, she sued him one day, and the next day she had $50 million, and they closed it. So she ain't got to testify. She signed an NDA. She got her money. She feel like she's justified. Her new husband, that's a personal trainer, and everybody on her team feel justified with that 50 million. So we'll get back to Diddy. Let me tell you about Cassie. See, one thing about that's different between Cassie and all the other bad boy artists and stuff like that. Cassie came from a real good family, guys. Cassie came from a real good family who's not gonna sit there and let somebody do her dirty. If she talked, Cassie didn't talk for a while, but she comes from a family. Even her new boyfriend, you know, they got lawyers and they got people, man. They're not gonna just let him run over her and beat her and all this stuff. So they got together and they sued his behind. You feel me? They sued him, and she knows so much about Diddy. Like, she knows so much, and everything she say can be, you know, justified. And like, she got text messages and videos and everything. So he had no choice but to pay her. He did not want this stuff to get to where it got. But anyway, I digress. So Diddy, Bad Boy. Let's get back with the band. If you remember Making the Band, the guys on Making the Band, right? Diddy made one of the guys was reporting, doing an interview, and he said he looked at the books. He had his people look at the books, and Diddy made $50 million off them one year. $50 million. Okay. It was what, five people in the group, 2 girls Three dudes or whatever. All right, so Diddy made $50 million off them one year. He was giving them, he took them on tour for a whole year. He was giving them $5,000 a show, something like that, $5,000. He did not make sure those people were squared away for the rest of their life. They were the #1 show on MTV for 5 years, man. Well, put it this way, they were on MTV for 5 years. For 3 years straight, they were the #1 show. #1 show on MTV. This is a black band, a black group, and they were the #1 show on MTV. Y'all know MTV. MTV was white, okay? But since Diddy had his pull, y'all know how that go. Diddy had his pull, and those guys, #1 show. 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. So anyway, those guys should have at least $4 or $5 million in the bank each. If Diddy was making $50 million a year off these guys, he made $150 million off of these guys, and none of those guys left with anything. They left with nothing. He dropped them like hot potatoes. Left with nothing. So I say that to say this. See, a lot of those people came from nothing. They came from families who are not going to try to fight Diddy. They're not going to try to sue Diddy, when if they probably would have put their money together and hired a lawyer, they probably could have got what Cassie got. But they didn't have the same backing like Cassie had. Like, these guys grew up like with Cassie. Chopper City, one of the guys from the band, one of the main guys from the band, he was actually saying he saw when Diddy stole Cassie from Ryan Leslie. If y'all don't know who Ryan Leslie is, he's a singer, rapper, songwriter. He writes songs. This man was one of Bad Boy's top writers. And Ryan Leslie was with Cassie. Chopper City say he walked in the club, man. He say he used to go in the club all the time as a jit and see Ryan Leslie with Cassie. And Diddy would have whoever he had. He say all of a sudden, they start going to clubs, and he noticed Ryan Leslie was no longer around, but Diddy was with Cassie. Cassie was with Diddy. What the hell? Ain't that rain coming down hard? So anyway, Cassie was with Diddy now. So he was like, wow, what happened? You know, but I digress. They ain't saying it. So he say he saw the transition. He saw when Diddy stole Cassie from Ryan Leslie. So anyway, that's what it is with that. I want to know what you guys feel about the artists that were on Bad Boy. Do you feel like they seen so much and dealt with so much from Diddy, or Diddy have so much on them that those guys couldn't sue him, or those guys wouldn't come out and say what they saw and say what they were involved in? What do you think about all the Bad Boy artists? Because if you notice, a lot of them have passed away, but a lot of them have gotten into the church. They became pastors, they became ministers, they got away from music. A lot of them just don't want nothing to do. Some of them became prime ministers of other countries. Hardcore rappers, prime minister. Come on, man, y'all know Shine. So what is it about Bad Boy that these guys saw, or these guys were involved in, that made them run to Christianity, or, you know what I'm saying, Muslim, whatever? What made them run from that? Run from Bad Boy to that? Bad Boy has a stigma around them, guys. A stigma. The crazy thing right now is Diddy's in jail. They say when Diddy was out, he could reach you. He could reach you. He can touch you. But now he's in jail. Everybody's coming out telling their little story, telling their little piece of the Bad Boy saga. And if you listen to everybody from the making the band, from those girls he had, I forgot the name of those girls, Pussycat Dolls, whatever. If you hear a little piece of everybody and put it together, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Like Diddy was using everybody, taking a piece of this person, that person, this person, that person, helping this, like making this person help him get this person. And I mean, like, it was almost like some insider trading, insider trafficking type thing going on. What I heard allegedly is Diddy, if you work with Diddy, if you were signed by Diddy, Diddy's had a hand on you, literally, allegedly. If you were signed by Diddy, especially if you're beautiful, if you're pretty, beautiful, that goes for guys and girls, he's touched you. He's touched you, or allegedly say he's made you touch somebody or do something in front of him so he can watch. Remember what I told you guys back in the days, man, when I was talking at the beginning. I was telling you that the music business, the entertainment industry is all about one-uppings. It's all about who got the upper hand on who. You know, what info I have on you to make you do what I want you to do. You know? And that was Diddy's forte. Diddy's forte was, come to my party, let's have a good time. All right. Hey, I recorded everything you did at my party. Hey, can you do this for me? Nah, I can't do it. Hey, like I told you, I recorded everything you did at my party. Everything. What you was sniffing, who you was sniffing, who you was touching, I have it all on camera, allegedly, right? So, of course, Diddy's gonna get the best features. He's gonna get the best writers. Because all these talented people wanted to go to a Diddy party. You wasn't somebody if you didn't get invited to the Diddy party. You had to be somebody. And what Diddy liked to do, allegedly, is he liked to get the up-and-comers, the new ones, the ones who really liked Diddy and were fans and really, really was into the bad boy movement. Oh, they were gone. They were gone. And some of those guys, they actually were cool with being recorded. Like, they were cool because they never would think they were going to get to the height that they got. They ain't never think they was going to sell 1 million records, 2 million, 3 million records. They saying Diddy, they saying this man was one of the most powerful men in show business because of the one-uppings he had, the videos he had, the voice recordings he had of people. They say he was one of the most powerful people because of information he had on people. The information he has to this day on people, and I'm pretty sure the feds got it now, would make somebody do anything, because if it came out, it can ruin their career, it can ruin their image. 99% of these people had brand deals. 99% of these people had promotional deals, sponsorships that guided their financials. I mean, like, this was like $1 million a year type sponsorships and deals. But if this came out, if this tape was released, you'll lose 5 or 6 deals. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell y'all right now, I can't look at y'all right now, I'm driving, but I'm talking. If you're making comments, if you have comments, please leave them. I will look at them and we will chat about this. I will make a comment on your comment. All right, and when I get to where I'm going and I stop, I'll look and we can chat if you're still here. But while you're here, please share the live. Hey, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, please, and hit the notification bell. Give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell so you know when I do my lives. But anyway, Diddy was powerful. First of all, you know, had some of the best music, the best features and stuff. And now we see why. We see why he had control over some of these artists. Like, if you look at some of the artists that he even dealt with, some of the artists, you're like, why are they doing songs with him? Because he had power over them. He had something over them. Like, Diddy was not touching like literally, but he had his hands in on, well, literally too, allegedly. He had his hands in on every young artist that came into the business. Bow Wow, B2K, Chris Brown, Usher, Justin Bieber, all these young artists, like the fresh artists that he knew was gonna blow up, and that he had a hand in, because He knew he had the ups on every writer, every producer. So he was going to get these new artists beats, production. He was going to get them deals. So he knew they were going to be big no matter what. Because people don't understand the music industry. There's a formula, man. I don't care how good. Check this out. Have you noticed that in your town or in your high school or in the city you're in right now, there's a few artists that are freaking amazing that you heard their music and you're like, dang, man, they sound just as good as the people in the showbiz or on TV or on the radio, right? Everybody got those people. But those people don't have the formula. And the formula is who you know, what you know, who you know, and if you have what they want so that they can give you that formula. If you don't have something for them that they find valuable, they're not going to give you the formula. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are, how good you are. You will not get that formula. There's a formula to this entertainment thing, bro. Even when it comes to actors, singers, dancers, even athletes. Some athletes won't make it. Some athletes won't get into the entertainment industry or the NFL because of the formula. Either they didn't do something that somebody asked, they wouldn't engage in something that somebody wanted them to engage in, they wouldn't fall for the okie doke, they didn't go in that door. You know what I'm saying? So you look at these people in your neighborhood and you're like, why aren't you famous? Like, you're amazing, like, you're beautiful, you got talent, da-da-da. Oh, I didn't do that because they asked me to do this. Oh, I didn't go through that door and sign that contract. They wanted too much from me. They wanted me physically. You know, they told me I had to do this. Come on, man. People, a lot. I'll tell you this. People won't understand that because they wasn't chosen for that. People are like, why don't you just say no? Why don't you just do it? Or why don't you just... You have people who have been fighting and working hard on their music and writing for 10 years since they were 12, 13, 14. And somebody says to you, if you come in this room, you do whatever we tell you to do, and then you sign on the dotted line, you'll be a star instantly tomorrow. We change your life. We change your family life. But you have to give me your soul. You gotta give me something that's so valuable to you that you don't care losing and gaining everything. And you're thinking like, what do they want from me? Like, why would they want something so valuable to me? Like, it's my secrets. Like, why don't they just like me for my talents? No, they want one up on you. Yeah, you are talented, but are you willing? Are you willing to give up this, do this, screw that, screw this? Are you willing? You say no, you out of there. You say maybe, you out of there. You say yes, let's get it, your ass famous. But have you noticed all these artists, they run into Christ, they run into Christianity, they jumping off buildings and doing all because of what they gave up, what they sacrificed, what they gave up for fame and money. Like, he wanted your most prized possession. I don't care if it was a sacrifice of a family member, a sacrifice of your body, a sacrifice of whatever means the most to you, your mama, your daddy, your brothers, your sisters, your nephews, your nieces, whatever it is. After you make that sacrifice and you get the money, you get the fame, now you at the top. When you're on your way to the top, it's everybody. You got everybody there. Oh, hey, we partying, we dancing, we drinking, we doing all this, blah, 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 blah. So your mind is cloudy. But when you get to the top, You ever heard that saying, it's lonely at the top? Now when you get to the top, now you lonely. You can't have everybody around you because everybody grabbing, trying to take from you, so you lonely, you by yourself. And now your mind become uncloudy. You thinking about what you did to get there. You thinking about what they did to you. Thinking about who you sacrificed. Now you want to jump off a bridge. Now you want to put something under your chin. It's eating you up because you by yourself. You can think about it now. It ain't cloudy no more. You know you sold your soul. You sold your soul. But then you have those people who say, no, man. I'd rather just be a normal person. I'm not doing that. That's not in my DNA. I'm not doing that. I'm not that type of person. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. I'm not doing that. And you walk out of that room. You walk up out of there with nothing. But you have your dignity. You have your pride. You feel good about yourself. You mad you didn't get the deal, but guess what? You got your sanity. You ain't sacrificed nobody you love. Hey, man, we're going to do part 2 on this, man. Hey, what's up, y'all? We're going to do part 2 on this. Hey, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Y'all have a great day, man. I love y'all. This is getting emotional for me. Y'all have a good day. Remember, if you remember anything I tell you, remember this. Love you.